Hello and welcome to a Naked WordPress, and in this little playlist we're going to be covering offloading your media because there are a few different ways you can do it, so we'll cover them and we'll get on with it. So we'll proceed into the console. Let's wait for that to load, and then what we're going to be doing first, we're going to be using a plugin called WP Stateless. Yep, and what that is basically, like I say, it'll take them and it'll offload them. As you can see at the minute, when it's set up incorrectly, you'll get this, yeah, but you get no image, which is no good. So not much further ado. In fact, I'll delete that one first. Right, so first thing we're going to do is we're just going to set up a simple bucket and service key, which will mean that your media is offloaded off your website. If you're hosting on Google Cloud Platform, you're still going to, go from here to here, move your media. But this makes more sense if you are, for instance, hosted on GoDaddy or somewhere like that, and you've not put your site on a CDN. Then it makes good sense to get your media off to lighten your site. And as we progress through, we'll set up a load balancer and put it on the CDN. But for now, we'll just create two simple things first. Make sure I ain't got one in credentials. If I'll delete it and set up a new one. I may have one, so I've been doing that many at the moment. Yeah, this is what we're going to be setting up here, but I'll delete that. What this is, it just gives permission for WP Stateless to do what it does. So click Service Account. I'm just going to call that RMD Service. Will do. Hopefully, don't tell me that that's already there. We can see if it's a G Service accountlet in that URL. Create. Then we're going to assign permissions. Scroll all the way down. Storage admin. You can do other conditions, other roles. For the purpose of this lesson, don't worry about it. No change member already exists on the policy. Okay. So let's see what we can call it. Cancel at the moment. I've obviously got that name. Delete. I did actually delete it, but sometimes things don't refresh quick enough. Tell you what, refresh that. You hopefully want to come across this, because you will not have credentials by now for this, so it'll just be plain sailing. So hopefully we're going from here again. Right, we've got no service accounts. Create credentials. I'm going to call it something totally different, so there's no sort of thing. RMD cred. Not use that one. Then we're going to again storage admin, continue, updating policy, service account user role, leave back find, create key, JSON, leave back down here a moment, close. Right, where have you gone? Well, I'll throw that on the other screen for now because we don't need it just yet. Right, so then click done. And then the next thing we're going to create, we're going to go into storage and the browser. And as we can see here, we've got a bucket called this, so I'm going to just delete that to get a shot of it. You have to copy that. When you right click, paste don't come up, so it's Control and D, or type it in, whichever you want to do. Just wait for that to do. Right, I'm just going to press F5 again, refresh the page. Just hopefully anything stuck there will be gone. Just wait for this to load, then we're going to create a bucket. Right, for the purpose of this, you can call this bucket whatever you want. In the next lesson where we show changing what will basically show this, watch, stateless settings. What you'll have is, this is how it'll look, like that URL, but if you want to put in, say, where you gone, CDN rentmydrive.co, so the image shows that, and then it'll have this after it, rather than that. It's up to you, but for the purpose of this one, don't worry about that. So back here, so we'll just call this CDN RMD. Continue. We'll keep it multi-regional. I'm going to go for Europe. Continue. Leave it standard. Continue. Fine grained. Continue. Google Managed Key. Create. Right. Then what we're waiting for now is we can see that we've got a bucket called this. Yeah. So back into stateless. and back up here. And just so you can be sure again, look, that's a bucket there, CDN, RMD, copy, put that in there. Then what we downloaded a moment ago was service key. That's all, just keep open or whatever. Then copy this, paste in here. Now you can have different folders within the bucket. Set them up. And so say for instance, if you're doing a lot of different products or whatever, so you could have like, you know, t-shirts, jumpers, tracksuits, bedding, whatever. Perhaps this, we're not going to do that. We're going to leave it like this, and then when we click Save Changes, we should not hopefully see any sort of message there. So we'll put stateless. It's just telling us that the cache busting option, which is here now grayed out, if we take that off to there or whatever. So okay, Save Changes. Again, just to make sure that's all fine. Now we'll go back to library. What we want to see is we've got no media. We want to add a picture and definitely get a picture, not a grey square. Then we want to quickly go into the bucket. Let's have a look. That'll do. Microsoft Azure typo. Right, that's good. We've got a picture. We can see we've got this bog standard. You can see the bucket name there. Look, CDN. Then we start with the normal WordPress. Yeah, and then go back to the bucket, refresh this, and we'll see it start with the year, then the month, then we'll have this image that is zero typo, as you can see, that is that. And to just get your media just off your website onto Google Cloud Storage without distributing it across a CDN or anything like that, this is all you need to do. It's that easy. And as always, if you've got any questions or you'd like to leave any feedback, feel free to leave it in the comments in this video, or pop across here to the Naked WordPress on Facebook and you can leave us things. You know, you can see we're putting all these videos on here as well as we get them. Not a lot of engagements at the minute. 3 people reached. Oh, massive. So also, do we need to cover anything else? I don't think we do. We've set up the key and we've set up the bucket and we've put the key and bucket in stateless and we've seen the picture upload and work. And if you would like to be able to change that, like I said earlier, so it doesn't show that, instead it'll show https://cdn.rentmydrive.co and then distribute it across a CDN. You can. Well, actually, we can distribute across a CDN without having to change that subdomain there, which I was just showing you a moment ago. Well, but you can still distribute with this showing, and it'll be done via a load balancer that we attach to the bucket, and then we select for it to go to the CDN, and yeah, that's it. So hopefully you found that useful, and if you need any help, send a question and I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. Thank you. Bye.